Richards, and we are here at Dropback Studios for another amazing show of exposure in a good way. Guys, listen, today we have a studio audience with us that is going to be joining us today, and we have some phenomenal guests. We have an amazing young lady. Her name is Radiah Johnson. She is a producer. She is a director. She is an author of this phenomenal book, guys. And this book is called, wait a minute, should I even tell y'all what it's called? An Erotic Adventure. Woo, child. I can't wait to talk to this lady to see what's going on in this book, okay? Okay. Anyway, guys, let me tell you, she is a teacher, a school teacher, and she is an advocate for domestic violence. I want y'all to stand on your feet and help me welcome the beautiful Radiah Johnson. Come on, girl, come on.
Hi,
Darling.
hi, beautiful. I'm sorry, y'all. I was chilling. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So how are you, young lady?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Look, I don't know if I should just jump right into this or ask you, let's start with asking you, what made you come up with this name, An Erotic Adventure?
Well, it's actually called Wet. That's the title. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Fine. It's okay. It's understandable.
Okay.
A good mistake.
Okay.
But it's called Wet. So Wet is an acronym for We Evolve Through Trauma.
Okay.
But it's also a double innuendo because
Okay.
it's really erotic. So it's really, really sexy.
Okay. And when I was saying sorry, I wasn't saying sorry to you. I was saying sorry to them.
Absolutely.
Because it's called Wet. Okay. But anyway, so I want to know, like, just tell me a little bit about the experiences, at least one experience you had, what made you decide to write this story here.
Well, there are different chapters in the book, so it's not all just one story.
Okay.
But they do tie into each other.
Okay.
It was kind of a way for me to tell my life story in a fun way.
Okay.
So unless you know me, you really won't know the real stuff and the fake stuff.
All right, I got you.
So I did a little sci-fi, I did a little eroticism, I did a little shoot 'em up, bang bang. So
Okay.
you get everything in there.
Okay. All right, y'all hear that? She doesn't want to share too much. You know why? Because she wants y'all to go out and buy this. Where can they buy this?
You can get it on Amazon or you can get it from me. Just hit me up on IG at @submissivealpha_.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, so tell us, you are a teacher.
I am.
What grade are you teaching?
I teach middle school alternative children.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, my
Wow.
baby. Shout out to y'all at Howard Learning Academy.
Okay, so you're a teacher,
I am.
you're a producer, so you're in the entertainment industry.
I'm getting in there.
Okay.
And Wet is my way in. So actually, when I wrote the book, I wrote it with the premise of putting it on film.
Okay.
So I
All
always
right.
knew that I was going to film it.
Okay.
So the chapters are kind of small, and they like that for a reason.
All right. So are you an actress? Have you done any acting?
I am playing the lead role
All right.
in the series and in the movie 1111.
Okay.
So it was not my first one. I've done a couple of movies. I got a couple of movies on Tubi, so I got a little background. A little
Okay.
bit.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is the character in this movie 1111?
My
What's your
character is Cynthia.
Okay.
We call her Sin for short.
Okay.
She is me, really, with a twist.
Okay. All right. So
But y'all gotta wait.
Oh, we gotta wait. She ain't really
Yeah.
spilling no beans to us.
A
Okay.
little bit. Okay, so I can give you this. You're gonna get some of everything. You're gonna get reality. You're gonna get some sci-fi. You're gonna
Okay.
get some awesome love scenes.
Okay.
You're gonna get some really, really good points about loyalty and how families are supposed to be and how you're supposed to ride for your people. You're also gonna get a lot of domestic violence, human trafficking.
Alright.
We do a lot of PSAs, so at the end of each episode, you'll see stuff like that. And you're gonna see a lot of music. So I got some heavy hitters on the squad that you're gonna be hearing from.
All right, that's awesome. So how long have you been in the entertainment industry?
Oh my goodness. So if we're gonna start from the beginning, we can start with the modeling. Probably, I'm gonna say about
Okay.
10. Yeah, I started out modeling, and then I did a few little acting roles.
Right.
And I'm a writer, so I'm a storyteller. So I do spoken word as well, but my stuff is really long. So a lot of times I don't get to perform it because I can't remember it.
Okay.
So it ends up in a book, that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, then you have a writer, a director, a producer, an actress here, a school teacher, an advocate for domestic violence. Tell me a little bit about that. What made you decide to become an advocate for it?
Well, of course, my own experience.
Okay.
I've watched a lot of women go through domestic violence and not really realize, I think, what it took for me to get up and leave, aside from the shotgun I had cocked to this Negro's head.
Wow.
Sometimes you got to go there to remember who you are.
Right.
But I like to tell women, especially in my organization, so shout out to my Sisters Dreamer Domestic Violence Support Center. It's not why he hit you, it's not why he treated you bad,
Right.
It's why you think he was worth more. So we're gonna start here, because we're not gonna worry about him, he's gonna get his karma.
Right.
So don't shoot him, don't go to jail, don't do all of that. If you can help it,
Right.
fix you.
Right.
Because that's where it starts. And once you do that, it ain't nobody on this earth that can tell you nothing.
Right.
And I'm there.
Right.
So yeah, left that behind. I wanna help some other ladies get there, and that's what we do. Housing, clothing,
Okay.
whatever we can assist with.
Okay,
So, yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, I am also a victim of domestic violence, so I understand what you're saying about, forget about him, but we need to know our worth,
That's right.
so.
I get a lot of flack for that. I did a show, actual radio show in Fayetteville, and I said that, just what I said, because I feel
Right.
like once you move past that first hit,
Right.
or that first emotional violence, or that first financial domestic violence, you become a volunteer for your own abuse.
Yeah.
And that just is what it is. I'm not victim shaming or
Right.
saying that we're stupid or anything,
Right.
but I'm not talking about nobody else. At the moment, I was stupid as hell. I didn't know who the hell I was. And when God finally wanted to show me that, it was
Right.
game over.
Yeah.
So I want other people to realize that too.
Yeah, and we have to you basically start loving ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not love them more.
Yeah.
Or because that honeymoon phase that they go through, keep coming back. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do it again, and all of that. But then they still continue to do that.
But you know what? The hardest thing to do in a domestic violence relationship is to leave.
Yeah.
Regardless of what the circumstances are, because there are so many different circumstances. It could be money. She might not have the money to leave.
Right.
So we try to do that. If I can get $1,000 from Walmart, I'm giving it to somebody. If I can get $500 from this organization,
Right.
that could be somebody's deposit or their lights.
Right.
Been there, done that. So I know how that feels to not have anybody. So I just
Right.
kind of want to be for somebody what I needed back then.
Wow,
You know?
that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So tell us, if somebody's going through domestic violence and they need their assistance, they need to get away, or they need some financial help, they need clothes or whatever. If they have kids, and they're trying to get away, how can they get in touch with you? Your organization, so that you can help them.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you can email us at mysistersdreamer.com, or you can email me personally at msyp73@gmail.com, and I'll reach out to you and somebody will get back to you. You can hit us up on Facebook or IG at My Sisters Dreamer Domestic Violence Support Center, and you can also reach out to the National Domestic Violence Center in any state or any county that you're in. But don't just sit there. Get some help.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we lose a lot of women
Right.
and men. 1 in 7 men suffer domestic violence as well. So we're not going to leave them out. 90% of Black women do not report domestic violence.
Right.
So we also got to realize that the longer you sit there without saying something, that's the longer you're going to be in there getting beat up.
Yeah.
So I need for y'all to really, really kind of reach back. I talk about what the government does for us. So they pacify you, they give you some food stamps, they give you some Medicaid, they put you in the projects, and they put a pacifier on it, but there's no healing, there's no training, there's no emotional assistance to make them able to sustain without this man or woman or whoever it is. So we got to be able to reach back a little more and help them, because sometimes people just need a little gas money. Yeah. Sometimes some people that need, baby, you gonna be okay. Sis, I got you.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's important. So that's what we do.
Yeah, that's good. And one of the things too is that all the beatings that you're getting, you might think, okay, he's not beating me this week, but getting banged up in the head, underneath that you could be bruised.
I mean, it's not even the physical, it's gonna always be here and here. So it's gonna either harden
Never
you.
forget.
Yeah. It's gonna harden your heart, or it's gonna make you stronger. And for me, it turned me into a whole beast. That on top of everything else, that's in here and that I kind of went through in my life. So it ain't no turning back now.
Okay, so we see Star's Pen presents an erotic adventure. So the Star's Pen, is this what name it says now?
That is my name. Star comes from my name, which is Najma, which means star. So
that's beautiful.
I found a way to kind of put, you know, something of my mom in there because she passed away last year. So that was my name, Star. Morning Star, actually. I would have never forgave them people if they would have named me that for real, but yeah. So Star is, my pen is a little sick, so I just put it together. Star's Pen.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read this book. Because this is interesting. When you look at an erotic adventure, you know, and wet, we kind of think about some other things, but
absolutely.
You know, but this is a combination of stuff.
And it's a lot of stuff. Like it's some real life stuff in there. Like you'll really be surprised. Even like I was talking to one young man when he got to the actual chapter that's called Wet. It's nothing like the rest of the book. It's I like to say I'm a cross between Zane and Stephen King.
Okay.
And so shout out to y'all too. Shout out to Stephen King. I'm coming.
Hey, Stephen.
You need my help. But I love that because we're not doing that.
Right.
And we're not. I love magic. You know, I want you to watch a movie and just feel magical and feel like there's really, really a lesson behind it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, somebody flying and shit too. So you know. So yeah.
And this is a beautiful cover photo. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that is beautiful. That's bomb.
Thank you. She cleaned up our.
Yeah, she cleaned up real good. So we have a few people in the audience here, and I would like to know if anybody has any questions.
I would like to know what inspires you to write a book.
I wanted a way to tell my business without telling my business.
Okay.
So some lessons could come out of there in a sexy, sci-fi-ish, fun type of way.
Yeah.
And I love to write, so yeah.
You have any questions?
So I want to know how long did it take you to like come up with this whole book? Like how long, like as in time frame?
Well, I actually was talking about that a little while ago. It's 76,000 words in the book, and I wrote it on my phone in 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and the guy who actually published it, like he was, shout out to Sean Sinclair, so yeah, he actually did the publishing for me. He couldn't believe it. He was like, he sent me a word, and he was like, write me a story and give it to me in 2 weeks. I had it for him by the end of the day.
Wow.
So he published the book for me, and when he actually got the actual book, he couldn't believe that I finished it. But it's real life, so I ain't had no problem. All I had to do was, you know what I mean, and then turn it into, you know, how my mind works.
Yeah. That's amazing. Wow, it didn't take you long really to write it at all.
No, and it's really, for me, it was my script. I love that y'all want to buy it and like it too, but I can really care less about that because I wrote it so I could film it.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So I don't even push book sales and stuff, but y'all go get it because it's there. It's on Amazon. Y'all go get it if you want to. But I'm not tripping about that because they're going to see it. And once they see the series and the movie, they're going to want to go read it.
Okay, all right. That's what's up. Okay. So apart from this book, what else do you have coming up? And apart from that other show that you have?
Well, we have 11:11 and Wet. That's really my main focus right now that I'm working on. I don't have a whole lot that I can do other than that for right now because it has really taken a lot of my energy.
Right.
And yeah, all my emotions are like going into this. I'm losing my mind a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And tell everybody again where they can find you.
You can Google me at StarzPen, StarzPen, or you can find me on Instagram at submissivealpha_. Google me at StarzPen, you'll find everything, my TikTok, Facebook, all of it'll pop up. And y'all go get the book and look out for 11:11.
Okay. And guess what? I love that name, Submissive Alpha.
And
That's dope.
it's like I'm talking to you. Because I am just that. Like, I couldn't think of another way to describe you. Because I'm going to give you that. I'm not going to get all erotic. Girls about to go there, but I'm going to give you that all the way. But when you fuck up, I'm going to shoot you. So that's the alpha part of me.
Okay.
She don't come out
Y'all
often.
heard that. Okay.
Yeah, she don't really come out often, though.
There's a lot.
It take a lot.
Okay.
I like peace and love and happiness.
Yeah, me But you know what? Sometimes they drag the cray out.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then they think we crazy.
Yeah,
You know?
how we react is
Because
the
you know,
problem.
when you're so nice, people, sometimes people feel like they can take advantage.
Right.
You know, that's me. I be so nice and stuff, and then they might come with their horns and stuff and be juking me. They juke me one time and then they come again.
I know. Well, I have learned. I'm not getting bit twice. So I'm really on this. I'm also a yoga instructor. I didn't put that out there, but I'm big on energy and how you make me feel.
Right.
So if you make me feel like shit, I got to go.
Okay.
Because you can do that over there by yourself.
Right.
There's nothing you can do for me that I can't do for my goddamn self. I can play with my own pussy.
Oh.
I can pay my own motherfucking bills. I don't want no more kids, so what I need your sperm for? I just want to write books and make movies. So y'all get at me.
Y'all hear that? Okay.
Can't do shit for me.
There you go with Miss Star herself.
If you can't treat me better than I can treat me, then we just gonna stay wet on our own.
Okay. Well, all right. All right, honey. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And on that note, goodbye, y'all.